Good day. My name is Mila Talo. I am a visual artist and this channel is about my art. In this video, you will see a presentation of my new original artwork. I called this painting Looking Forward because of all the work I've made when the war between Russia and Ukraine was already half a year. There was no longer hope that this was just a short special operation that everyone was talking about. I left my country and I have been living in expectation that this horror would be finished. But the concept of this painting is not about the war. I do not draw anything but female images, and this is a female image depicting the feelings about the war. I couldn't draw for a long time. I felt powerless because I could not influence on or change anything. But at the same time, this feeling of resistance and disagreements made me change my life because this only what I could to influence and change, and I decided to move to the sun and the seaside. The idea of this art piece is to express these feelings in a woman, the face who looks at us from this canvas, and there is sadness and hope in her eyes. Female face says everything about anything in her eyes. Pose, details, colors, and many tiny nuances that I make to express what I want to express in this artwork. It is female images that help me speak to viewers and tell about myself, display myself, and describe events in the world. When I was a little girl, there was a belief that when I grew up, my life would be connected with drawing. But 40 years passed before I started drawing. This happened when I allowed myself to change everything and started all over again. But everything that happened in the world year after year confused me and made me stuck. For several years, I lived through one crisis after another, which I could not adapt to, and did nothing for a long time. Now I understand that everything was the other way around. Everything that happened in the world over the past 4 years gave many people a chance to quickly start a new life. But I was not able to adapt as quickly as many others did. And only now, day after day, I'm creating my life the way I have dreamed of for many years. And my paintings are the embodiment of everything I went through and experienced this time. From anxiety and frustration to hope and renewal. Painted with a palette knife with large strokes, multi-layered and pastosius technique, monochrome black and white image, I cropped the full frame of the image, making this picture contemporary and relevant for the modern interior. When the painting dries, it remains elastic on a good canvas. It is always a real pleasure to hold your hand over it and feel this multi-layered pasty surface, the heaviness of paint on canvas. The main details that I would like to highlight in this portrait are the face plunging into darkness. This is the light that falls from left to right. These very light transparent eyes and plump lips. These details create the face of a modern woman. It is always very important to think and talk about the impression that the picture makes. This picture gives the impression of calmness, peace, some sadness, and expectation, which can be traced in the gaze of this woman. I form a desire. I immerse myself in a state of emotional living of those feelings that overcome me during this time. I take the brush in my hand and let it go. And then I'm always surprised at what is coming up. I do most of my work in a state of detachment. Of course not mean that I am unconscious working. I control the steps of painting, because I work in layers and each layer must dry to a sticky condition, so that in a few days the next layer can be applied. I develop my technique of applying paint to canvas to achieve better visual effect. I choose colors, shades, and tones. Very carefully, it takes a long time, because in my work, it is important that layer after layer should dry to the right condition, and sometimes each layer takes weeks to become the state that I need. And the whole painting could take several months be ready. I paint contemporary female images in elusive, imaginary, unrealistic depictions. And now I resource visual art and look for art style, which helps me to name my non-explicit artwork. What do you feel when you are looking at this portrait? What does she look like to you? What do you think about her? What impression does she make? The uniqueness that distinguishes my women is their eyes and deep, strong look. In this painting, she seems to be looking through you. Especially I like how this picture looks in the twilight, in the evening when the light from the street becomes muted. It seems as if the image enhances its effect on us. Let's talk about the materials and details that are important to buying a painting. Also, the work itself is stretched on a stretcher, which can always be changed to a wider board and stretched. The edge of the canvas is also painted to improve the aesthetics of the painting in the interior, so that you can hang this painting on the wall without an external decorative frame. The reverse side of the painting is also important. You can see the quality of the canvas and the thickness and density of the linen on it. Most importantly, it has to be clean if oil paint stains do not appear. This indicates high-quality soil, and the canvas is protected. Also, an important point for buyers, since there is a lot of paint, it makes the canvas heavier. The fabric may stretch a little under the weight of the paint, and to return the tension, you can simply sprinkle water on the bauxite canvas and it will shrink. The next detail that is very important for the buyer is the size of the painting. You are planning to hang it in a large or small wall space, and you need to know the exact size of the painting. In addition, it is important to see a preview of the painting in your interior using Photoshop. You take a full-length photo of your interior, send it to me, I put a picture in your interior, and you try on a picture for your design. Packing depends on the size of the painting and the buyer's preference. It is more convenient and easier to send paintings in a pipe. For this, I use a double tube and soft materials for the interlayer. I always shoot a video of the packaging process so that I can be sure, and the customer can be confirmed that the painting will arrive safely, protected from mechanical impacts or hidden moisture. Nowadays, thanks to international shipping companies, we can send anything, anywhere. And since I now live in Turkey, I will use the services of the DHL company. Besides, they specialize in poisoning works of art and create good conditions for this. I send the client a tracking number by which you can always track the journey of my picture and observe at what stage of delivery it is at this moment. I currently use Turkey's national banking system, and I also have PayPal for money transfers. And there is also the possibility to make payments through cryptocurrency. I created an NFT token with my picture. You can buy it with the condition of purchasing the original artwork, and as with a direct purchase, you will receive the original painting as well as you could pay through the banking system. Nowadays, there is no need to drill a wall or use nails to hang a picture. Special stickers can be used to hang the picture and maintain the integrity of the wall. Later, when you get tired of the picture, or you want to take it down and hang it in another room, you can easily do it without hooks or nails. I use special Velcro for this purpose, and I also send these Velcro stickers to my customers together with the painting. I also use command stickers which have served me for years and keep very heavy paintings on the wall. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to write in the comments. Join and enjoy. See you next time.